Yeah, good afternoon. And I can see some familiar faces and a couple of new faces. So welcome all of you to the talk on living in harmony. Okay, I'd like it to be an interactive session. So it'll be nice if you can also contribute whatever your thoughts are. You have comments, questions. Speak and make it more interesting, because anyways, afternoons are a little buddy after lunch. Me also, after I've gone to school in the morning. I work with one of the schools in Sion, and it's an afternoon post-lunch session. So to keep me on my toes and thinking, please be responsive and contribute what you are thinking from your side. Living in harmony. So the reason I have taken up this topic this time is because there's a lot of things every morning when I read the newspapers. I'm seeing just a lot of negativity in the environment all around me. Recently, we've had in our city, the terrorists have attacked, and we've had bomb blasts. And this is not the first time, but several times it has happened in the past. And all these calamities and things like this, they're becoming more routine rather than, first it used to be something which used to happen like once in a blue moon, and everybody used to come together to deal with it. And now it happens, and next day the life is rolling back. It's almost like we seem to be taking it in our stride. But my question to everybody is that, are we taking really in our stride? Or is it that it's become just so commonplace, something as major as bomb blasts,
Part of the life.
It's become part of our life. It's just as we read weather forecast every day, are the trains running on time or not, the government, what is the new scam it's creating. It's become another routine affair, bomb blasts, which is really, really very worrying. So let's see what living in harmony is all about. Does it mean an absence of conflict? Does it mean dealing with conflicts? What is the kind of balance that we need to strike? And there are two aspects, as you can see. It's your inner being, and there is the world outside. Okay. So there's a quote from Mahatma Gandhi, and he says, anyone can find harmony in harmony. Means when the times are good, it's okay for everybody to be fine and hunky-dory. It's fine for us to get along with each other when times are good. Whether in a home situation or in the world outside, the real test comes to find harmony and disharmony. When the external environment is full of temptation, is full of pressure, provocation, inequity, these are a few of the things that I've written, but there are many more. So when we are faced with troubled times, when we are faced with stressful situations, that's the time. Do we have equilibrium within ourselves? Can we maintain our mental composure? Can we deal with people and situations in a manner in which we should be doing it? That is the real test of living in harmony. Because it's, as I said, it's easy to be nice. I'm saying for all of us, it's easy to be courteous to each other when we are meeting in educated platforms, to discuss things very scientifically. You will be listening to me very politely. I'll be talking very politely to you. But let's say if you and I are standing at a bus stop, it's very crowded, and some of the buses have not even stopped at the bus stop. Then what is going to be our behavior towards each other when the next bus comes in? Or the same thing, if you're waiting on a railway platform, then what is going to be our attitude towards each other? That is what the test of the time will tell. What is our balance and poise, and how harmoniously are we living with others? So Mahatma Gandhi has always said very great things, and this is one of the few great things that he has said. Now let us define every word that we are trying to discuss today. Now, first word is living in harmony is living. So when we are talking about living, it is something that is not dead, a sense of aliveness. Because what is happening, as I was saying, with so much of negativity permeating our environment, there is a sense of dullness in our own personality. each of us, because every day when I see that in Times of India, when I'm reading, first page is full of scams, all the different scams in different states that are being happening, or some railway accidents have happened and all that. Page 2 is inevitably about the BMC wars. It's about the potholes and big pictures and everything. So I'm saying there's so much of negativity which is hitting me that it really makes me, I think to some extent, it impacts my mental well-being. It makes me a little dull, dead from inside. Because, no matter how hopeful we are as people, but then how much can we keep on pushing on? So, my mic actually, when I'm putting it here, it's not... Hello? Okay. My voice is not here. Is that okay? Whatever. I think you can hear me, right? Okay. So we are talking about living. When I'm talking about living, it's a sense of aliveness, a sense of energy. There's a desire to do things. For me, that is living. Otherwise, all of us just breathing and going about life is not living. So that's my definition of living. Then we're talking about living in harmony. So harmony is something you will see wherever in nature and whatever it is, wherever you experience a sense of peace, a sense of tranquility. Other words that I have used are absence of turmoil, balance, grace, beauty. It can be anything. Anything which entertains you, you can find harmony in. A musical performance, which is nice. Everything is nice. It appeals to you. It can be beauty in dance. Harmony can be anything. Anything which creates a sense of equilibrium, which touches your mind and soul, is harmonious. Then again, we're talking about inner being. When I'm talking about inner being, I'm talking about three things. I've covered these in my earlier talks because my basic fundas always remain the same. Talking about body, mind and intellect. That's your entire personality. With your body, you perform actions. Your mind is related to thought and emotions, which is your actual inner being. And intellect, again, is a faculty in you which discriminates. So everything that's happening around you and everything, the thinking part of your personality, not your thoughts, but that which decides that what is happening in the world around me, is it what is happening is right and wrong? How is what is happening impacting me as a person? That is the part of you which is your intellect. Intellect is not the same as intelligence. We're not talking about intelligence. You can be a very well-read person having a lot of knowledge about different subjects, world affairs and everything. That for me is intelligence. Intellect is about your ability to think about various things. It's your sense of discrimination, as I've put it there. So we've defined what are the basic things that we are trying to understand here. Now, harmony at different levels, how will it manifest? So at the level of your body, it should manifest in fitness, a sense of well-being and productivity. You must, whatever your age is, health has got nothing to do with age. You have to be putting in some effort towards your health. So it should manifest in some sense of well-being, age-related well-being. Plus and minus your aches and pains. Each of us at different stage, you are going to experience ups and downs. But basically, do you experience a sense of well-being in your physical body? Or is it all the time you're experiencing disease and pain and your body is all worn out? So your own contribution in terms of your exercise, your food habits, all that will go there. That will come to later. But it should manifest and being a productive person. Wherever you are, whatever role that you are in society, if you're holding a job, if you're working time, full time, if you are retired, even if you're retired, at least you belong to a family, you belong to the society. So in your own limited, small way, what is it that you're contributing? Which makes your life worthwhile for others as well as for yourself. And I'm sure all of us can do something. I know so many senior citizens, they're doing so many things, which amazes me because I feel that, our generations have a lot to learn from them. That they are doing so much in terms of social work or,
exercise and other programs. At the level of the mind, harmony will express itself in different qualities, but basically a sense of purity. Because earlier, if you remember in the earlier slide, mind is related to emotions and thoughts. So when we are talking about harmony in your mind, it should express itself as purity of thinking, purity of thoughts, a sense of camaraderie with your fellow people. You know, you don't have a sense of separation, that it's me versus the others. You have a sense of that everybody, all of us are together. We're all part of the same world. Beauty, positivity, sensitivity, these are some of the qualities that you will experience in your mind. Purity it's a subtle feeling where I said you experience not a sense of separateness from others. Sorry? It's less ego in you. Pure is anything which is not tainted. So the ego, as you're saying, it taints your personality, creates a sense of selfishness in you. It makes you separate from others. So purity is experienced in the mind. Then the intellect, you will experience a lot of clarity in your thinking about your life. What is it that you're looking for? What is working for you? What is not working for you? It means you'll have a clarity in your life, like a map in front of you. You're not a person who's just blaming others and circumstances for whatever you are, however your life is. There's a sense of ownership, doership, responsibility. Intellect, clarity, original thinking. As I said, a lot of your thinking, a lot of your living, especially if we are talking about harmonious living, is related to expressing originality also. Anything that you do, you're taking fresh measurements. It's not that you feel I've been there and done that. Everything you have experienced in life. You're eating an ice cream, you just have a mundane feeling. It's going to be sweet, it's going to be cold. Sweet plus cold is equal to ice cream. You know, there should be a sense of newness, a sense of wonder, which is what I'm talking about, originality. Anything that you go, even coming for this talk, okay, I think I have some idea, I think I know what she's going to talk about. You know, like coming with a fixed mindset into any situation or experience is opposite of being original. Original means always taking fresh measurements, taking a new look at things around you. It can be the same family that you live in, it can be the workplace that you live, yourself when you look in the mirror, anything, just taking a new look at everything. And compassion. Compassion is related to purity. Again, that you feel a sense of oneness with your fellow beings and you feel helpful. You just feel very considerate towards your fellow beings. Spiritual level, harmony will express itself as love. Again, universal love for everybody. And bliss, a sense of bliss, where you feel self-contentment at your spiritual level. Okay. Now again, this I have already touched upon, the world today and how it is throwing so much of negative information at us. We're talking about America going bankrupt. Then we are talking about Japan, we've already seen, has been ridden with natural disasters all the time. Tsunamis and earthquakes are rampant. Europe is also in deaths. Then we have terrorism is on the rise, global unemployment. When we're talking about mental health, the surveys have come out in the newspapers very recently, the WHO surveys, if you're reading the newspapers. Are you all reading and with me with what I'm saying? Yeah, the WHO survey, the latest one, which one am I talking about, which is under debate? Let's see who is reading and with me with what I'm saying. There's a mental health survey conducted by WHO, which is being talked about in the newspapers, and it has made some findings which are being debated by an Indian agency. Anybody knows the answer to that? Yes, that's right. Did you all read that? Okay. It's supposed to be a global